The massacre lasted 7 minutes. That was all it took for the Kalari Dominion to erase an entire civilian habitat ring orbiting the neutral world of Alassa. No warning, no declaration of war. Just a sudden saturation strike. Kinetic lances punching through habitation shields, atmosphere venting into space, millions of lives extinguished before distress calls could fully form. The Kalari called it discipline. The galaxy called it unfortunate. Earth called it something else entirely. At the emergency session of the Galactic Council, diplomats spoke in hushed tones. Words like regrettable, complex geopolitical realities, and restraint echoed through the chamber. Human delegates listened in silence. For decades, humanity had played the role expected of them. They negotiated. They compromised. They followed galactic conventions written long before humans had reached the stars. They accepted rulings that favored older powers. They absorbed insult, border provocations, and accidental losses. They had been cultured. When it was finally Earth's turn to speak, Ambassador Rachel Okoye stood. She did not raise her voice. The people killed at Alassa were under international protection, she said evenly. They were non-combatants. Families. Children. The Kalari representative clicked dismissively. Collateral damage. An internal matter. Something changed in the room. Okoye nodded once, as if confirming a private thought. Then this discussion is over, she said. The council speaker frowned. Ambassador, Earth must abide by. No, Okoye interrupted calmly. Earth has finished abiding. She activated a secure channel. Across the galaxy, human space shifted. Fleets long classified as diplomatic escorts disengaged from orbit and revealed their true mass. Shipyards opened bays that had never appeared on registries. Deep space installations powered up, broadcasting nothing, yet somehow felt everywhere. The Kalari Dominion laughed. Humans had always talked. Then Earth released its statement. It was short, untranslate, broadcast on every frequency. After the massacre at Alassa, Earth is done being cultured. Military analysts froze, because they understood exactly what that meant. Human culture had always been restraint. Protocol, proportional response, rules of engagement refined to avoid escalation. What Earth had just declared was not war. It was abandonment of restraint. Human fleets did not announce targets. They moved. Kalari border systems went dark, not destroyed, but silent. Trade routes collapsed overnight as navigation buoys vanished. Kalari communication relays failed one by one, leaving entire sectors blind. The Dominion mobilized its fleets in panic. Too late. Human strategy was not focused on combat. It was focused on irreversibility. Where the Kalari relied on centralized command, humans dismantled it. Where the Kalari economy depended on slave labor, humans liberated it. Where the Kalari projected fear, humans replaced it with uncertainty. A Kalari admiral transmitted a threat to Earth. You will burn with us. The human response came from a fleet commander, voice flat. No, she said. You will burn alone. At the Battle of Vorsgate, the Kalari attempted a decisive stand. Hundreds of warships formed layered defense lines around a critical hyperspace junction. Human fleets emerged inside the formation, not through brute force, but through precision microjumps calculated down to quantum variance. The battle lasted 9 minutes. When it ended, the gate still existed. The Kalari fleet did not. Human ground forces followed, not to conquer, but to document. Every Kalari atrocity was catalogued, every camp exposed, every collaborator identified. The galaxy watched in stunned silence as evidence flooded public networks, unedited, time-stamped, irrefutable. Worlds allied to the Kalari defected overnight. Uprisings ignited. The Dominion tried to sue for peace. Earth refused. You don't negotiate consequences, the human envoy said. You endure them. One by one, Kalari systems fell, not to invasion, but to collapse. No trade, no allies, no command structure, no fear left to project. Within a year, the Kalari Dominion ceased to exist as a political entity. At the final council session, the speaker addressed Earth cautiously. "You have reshaped galactic norms," he said. "Many fear what you become." Ambassador Okoye stood again. "We didn't become anything new," she replied. "We stopped pretending we were something else." She looked around the chamber. "Culture is a luxury," she continued. "We valued it. We protected it. But when culture is used as a shield for massacre..." She paused. "It stops being civilization." No one argued. In the years that followed, a new doctrine spread across the stars. Not written, not voted on, simply understood. You could provoke humans. You could insult them. You could exploit their patience. But if you crossed the line, if you committed atrocities and expected Earth to respond with diplomacy, you would learn the meaning of those words. We're done being cultured. And the galaxy learned something far more terrifying than human rage. It learned what happens when humanity decides civilization is no longer protecting the innocent,